Metaphysics of the Hangman. That's a Nietzsche quote. Nietzsche said, Christianity is the metaphysics of the hangman. What a quote. You know, that's why I love Nietzsche. He's just so powerful with words. It's like when his writing is, it's like a fucking thunderstorm breaking loose. You know, he's destroying his readers with words. And you can take any page out of any Nietzsche book and make it the lyrics to a metal song. It's gonna work. It's just awesome. The first line in that song goes, "On their long journey that takes them towards the light, Winston Smith shall be their guide. They're trying so hard to believe that 2 and 2 makes 5. And Winston Smith is a character out of a novel by George Orwell with the title 1984, and towards the end of that novel, Winston Smith is being tortured and his tormentors want him to believe that 2 and 2 makes 5. And no matter how hard he's trying to put himself to believe that, he simply can't. You know, he really wants to because he wants his suffering to end, but he simply won't start believing that 2 and 2 equals 5. And I think the structure of the rational mind is like that. It doesn't allow for something that is completely at odds with our understanding of logic. And in philosophical circles, that is common knowledge, but a lot of people probably don't know that or can relate to that. And I think a lot of believers cheat not only others, but also themselves when they take the Bible literal. The second verse starts with the lines, "In order to protect ourselves from the superstition of priests and moralists and the trickery of evangelists, let us be done with the idea of moral law." And that's a quote by Arthur Rimbaud, one of my favorite French poets, although he was French, despite the fact that he was French. No, I'm just kidding. Well, nobody from France is going to understand this anyway, because nobody speaks English there. Anyway, that quote is taken out of a short essay called, what's the title? "Reasons Not to Believe in God." And it's a pretty, like in that essay, Rimbaud is not really attacking Christianity. You know, he's assuming that God is dead, as Nietzsche stated, but he says, despite the fact that God has been taken off his throne, we still hold on to the idea of universal moral law, and there is no point in doing that. You know, it's without God there is no justification for holding up the idea of moral law, and that's the point where a lot of religious philosophers always attack atheists, because they say, in your worldview, where's the place for morality? You know, and then atheists take great pains in trying to prove how you can have morality without having God. But Rimbaud says, we don't need that. We don't need morality. You know, we all know what's right and wrong for ourselves and for others. We can make compassionate living our cause. We can make helping others our cause. We don't need God for that, and we don't need morality for that either. You know, motivation is to be found inside ourselves and not up there. You know, in God or in the universal moral law. It's a pretty radical statement, and maybe it's not right. You know, I'm not saying I completely agree with that or something, but it's worthy thinking about it. It's a very interesting, intriguing idea. I've been ranting on this one for way too long, so I shut up now. Musically, it's a pop song. No, it's not a pop song, but it's pretty catchy. The idea was to have a really catchy tune with really brutal vocals, lyrics, really brutal lyrics, and that's what we've done with this one.